Lindsay admits feeling shame during divorce. Former Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay has been going through a rough divorce. She and Brian Abasolo were married for 4 years before deciding to end their marriage. They met on the show and were considered one of the successful couples until things suddenly went south. Their official separation date was listed as December 31, 2023. Since then, Rachel and Brian have been arguing over spousal support and have not finalized their divorce proceedings. Now, in a recent interview, she revealed feeling shame as she maneuvers through the end of her marriage. Keep reading to find out more. Rachel Lindsay opens up about divorce. Former Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay recently made a guest appearance on The View where she opened up about her divorce from Brian Abasolo. She talked about how they dated for 2.5 years before taking the trip down the aisle. She then said, looking back on her marriage, Rachel revealed that she started to see red flags before they got married. However, she pointed out that as women, they think they can change things. She didn't, and within 2 years things were going downhill. She is not ready to date yet. Rachel Lindsay also shared that her family has been there for her and empowered her as she gets through this divorce. She is not ready to date or put herself back out there. Right now she wants to get back to being herself. She also said she's focusing more on the little things in life. She's learning to love the simple things. Rachel said, whether it's going on a walk, whether it's just being thankful for the air that we breathe, or whether it's just like laughing with a friend. I'm really holding on to those moments, because they give me life. Overall, she realized that she's not defined by her marriage with Brian. Rachel Lindsay, the groundbreaking star who rose to prominence as the first Black lead on The Bachelorette, recently opened up about a deeply personal chapter in her life, her divorce. Known for her poise, intelligence, and bold authenticity, Rachel's vulnerability in discussing the emotional toll of her separation has sparked empathy and admiration among fans. In a heartfelt interview, she shared the complex feelings of shame, failure, and self-discovery that accompanied her decision to end her marriage. A confession wrapped in courage. It's not something I ever thought I'd go through, Rachel admitted, her voice trembling with both strength and sorrow. Sitting in a minimalist room adorned with warm lighting, she looked directly into the camera, her eyes a mix of vulnerability and resolve. As someone who's always prided herself on making strong decisions, I felt like divorce was the ultimate admission of failure. Her honesty was striking, revealing a side of Rachel that fans hadn't often seen. The woman who navigated a whirlwind of reality TV drama and went on to become a respected attorney and media personality was suddenly a mirror for so many who've felt the weight of societal expectations. The public persona versus private struggles. Rachel and her now ex-husband had seemed like the perfect match to outsiders. Their story, which began with a fairy tale romance, unfolded under the public eye. But as Rachel explained, the reality of their relationship behind closed doors was far different from the curated snapshots seen on social media. I think there's this pressure, especially as a public figure, to make everything look perfect. But real life is messy, complicated, and sometimes, things fall apart no matter how hard you try, Rachel said. I felt like I was letting everyone down, not just my partner, but my fans, my family, myself. She went on to describe the constant internal tug-of-war to fix what was broken versus the deep understanding that staying might mean losing herself. The weight of shame. Rachel revealed that one of the hardest parts of her divorce was grappling with the shame. I grew up in a household where marriage was sacred, where you stuck it out no matter what, she explained. Divorce wasn't just seen as a personal failure, it was a reflection of your character. That belief system is hard to shake. The shame wasn't just internal, it was compounded by whispers from strangers and assumptions made by the public. As someone accustomed to being in the spotlight, Rachel found herself scrutinized in ways that felt invasive and cruel. People speculated endlessly about what went wrong, and it made me question myself even more. Was it my fault? Was I not enough? Finding strength in vulnerability. Despite the pain, Rachel chose to face her feelings head-on. She began therapy and leaned on a small circle of trusted friends who reminded her of her worth outside of her marriage. "Therapy saved me," she said emphatically. "It gave me the tools to unravel years of societal conditioning and realize that my value isn't tied to being a perfect wife or partner." She also found solace in writing, pouring her emotions into a journal that became a safe space for reflection. "Writing helped me process the guilt, the shame, and eventually, the acceptance," she shared. Rebuilding her life. As Rachel emerged from the shadows of her divorce, she discovered a renewed sense of purpose. "For so long, I was trying to be everything for everyone else," she said. "Now, I'm learning to be everything for myself." She's channeling her energy into projects that fuel her passion, including advocacy work for mental health and relationship education. Rachel has also started speaking openly about the lessons she learned during her marriage and divorce, hoping to empower others facing similar struggles. A message to others. To those who might be feeling trapped in shame or self-doubt, Rachel offered words of encouragement. Divorce isn't the end of your story. It's just a chapter, and sometimes, closing one chapter is the only way to begin another, she said. Her message resonated deeply, reminding everyone watching that even in the face of heartbreak, there's hope. Rachel's courage to share her truth has not only humanized her but also given a voice to those who feel silenced by their pain. Looking forward. As Rachel moves forward, she's embracing the idea of self-love and second chances. "I don't see divorce as a failure anymore," she said with a small smile. "It's a redirection, a chance to rewrite your narrative." Her journey serves as a powerful reminder that vulnerability can be a source of strength and that healing often comes from confronting, not avoiding, our deepest fears. Rachel Lindsay may have once felt shame during her divorce, but by sharing her story, she's transforming that shame into a beacon of hope for others navigating similar paths. And in doing so, she's proving that even the most difficult endings can lead to beautiful new beginnings.